Hey guys, welcome to the Bows. Today I'll be talking about Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega, the championship fight and main event for UFC 266 coming up on September 25th. So this is a very interesting matchup. Based on what I've seen so far, I feel like Volkanovski and Max Holloway are on another level compared to the rest of the division. They could fight 20 more times, and every single fight will be super close and super competitive. But Max is out of the title picture right now, and Brian Ortega has reemerged and appears to have reinvented himself in the striking department. Ortega looked amazing in his comeback fight against the Korean Zombie. I was very surprised to see Ortega completely outclass Zombie on the feet and hurt him multiple times. We all know how elite Brian's jiu-jitsu is, but now that he has polished the striking game on top of that, he's going to be extra dangerous. Volkanovski is so well-rounded too though, and in every aspect of martial arts, and that is why he's been so successful as a fighter. Volk is very systematic on how he picks apart his opponents on the feet, and he's just overall a very complete mixed martial artist. So who wins this matchup? At first, I thought there was no way that Ortega beats Volkanovski. I thought the only one who could beat Volkanovski is Holloway, but now I'm seeing how intriguing of a matchup this really is. But even with the refined striking skills of Brian Ortega, I still think that Volkanovski is still going to have the better stand-up overall. But Ortega is without a doubt going to have an advantage in the grappling. His jiu-jitsu is so elite that it's ridiculous, and he attacks submissions from everywhere. Ortega finds ways to work in his jiu-jitsu from so many unorthodox ways. Most fighters who want to work for a submission try to secure a double leg or single leg takedown, pass guard, and so on, and go from there. Brian can do that, of course, but he's most definitely not limited to doing it that way and following that sequence of events. I wonder if Brian is going to try to secure the takedown of Volkanovski to get the fight to the ground, or if he's going to try and keep the fight on the feet and attack submissions if or when the opportunity arises. Because you probably know Volkanovski is going to probably want to keep it in the stand-up too. You don't want to mess around with Brian's jiu-jitsu. So it'll be interesting to see what Brian's going to try and do. The one thing I'm wondering though is, I don't know if Ortega can secure a takedown of Volkanovski. Volkanovski is a really good wrestler. But can Ortega possibly have success on the feet against Volkanovski? It's possible, and Ortega is very creative on the feet, and he may be able to catch Volkanovski at the right moment and put him out. That's always a possibility. It's a fight, of course. Anybody could get caught. But do I think Ortega is going to outclass Volkanovski on the feet for 5 rounds and win a decision? No, I don't. I'd be very surprised to see that. I'd be surprised to see Ortega win a decision at all. Volkanovski's style is predicated on winning rounds. He has finished many fights before and is definitely a finisher at times, but his style and abilities make it very hard for anyone to beat him on the scorecards. If it goes to decision, I think Volkanovski wins. It is possible for both guys to potentially get a finish though. In my opinion, this is a very tough fight to call, but if I had to make a prediction, I'd say Volkanovski wins by decision in a competitive fight. Brian Ortega is very tough and may be hard to put away for Volk. Volk has had his fair share of finishes, but it's not like he's a knockout artist or submission specialist. I think Ortega can possibly get the finish, knockout or submission. He is very, very good. I just see Volkanovski winning by decision to be the most likely outcome. With that being said, it may not be a bad idea to bet on Ortega. He's definitely a live dog. DraftKings right now has Ortega as a plus 140 dog and Volk as a minus 160 favorite. The odds are pretty good to bet on Ortega in my opinion. This is a super competitive matchup. Alright guys, that's all I got today. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this matchup. Does Volk remain champ? Or did Brian Ortega come out on top? Alright guys, till next time, peace.